Hey guys, how's it going? Dylan here, and I'm just making another video quick today. And this is I want to talk about my S9 miner that I have, my Antminer S9, and the profit that I have with that. And it's only been like 3 days mining with that. So quickly to talk about that. I know if you've seen my other videos about BitConnect, I've been kind of hesitant to. I had sold my miners. I was hesitant to get back in just because of the mass amount of people that were flooding into these pools, and I felt like my rewards were kind of diminishing because of the greater number of people that are in these pools now, and the hashing rates that are being shared with everybody or their contributions. I saw my rewards kind of dip a little bit, so I was kind of thinking that that was not the way to get Bitcoins anymore, and I kind of did a BitConnect thing. I'm still doing the BitConnect. You watch my other videos, you can see how well I'm doing on that. I'm actually really profitable with that. I'm happy with that. But today I want to focus on my S9. And if you're thinking about it, maybe watch my video, see what my profits are, and you can use that as a judgment to help you decide if the S9 is really for you, or if you want to go with some of the other miners. When I very first started mining, I was mining with Antminer S7, and I was mining at about 4.7 terahashes, and for me, I was happy with it because I was new, just getting into everything, didn't quite know what I was doing, and for me, I thought that was pretty good. I looked into it, and I found a couple of Avalon miners, the 741, Avalon 741, where those were at about 7.3 terahashes per second each. So I got two of those, for a setup, and I was doing that for a while. Really happy with the way that was going, and actually that's the setup I just sold. If you look on my slush pool dashboard here, you can see my rewards for the last 14 days. I was doing anywhere between 0.0036 to we'll say 0.003. Some days where it's up closer to 0.004. It just really depended on how many blocks the pool had found that day. But I was really happy. But like I said, rewards per block were kind of diminishing a little bit, and I thought that was because of this massive rush of everybody getting into the pool. And that kind of has contributed to the fact that Bitcoin is now, today it's at about 16,300. When I very first started mining Bitcoin, it was, down around 5,000. And and the huge surge that's happened in these last couple of months made everything crazy. So if you look at my rewards, I'm pretty happy with the way my S9 is performing. So quickly, just want to talk about that. 13.02 terahashes at the moment. Hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to go check out my dogs real quick. For some reason, they're barking crazy at somebody else's dogs walking by. Anyway, back to the slush pool. My slush pool dashboard here. As you can see, currently mining right now at roughly 12.89. This scoring hash rate is like an instant hash rate. It changes all the time. So if you look at the last 5 minutes, 14.01, really happy with that. Last hour is about 13.56. That's right where Antminer is saying that my S9 is supposed to be at. It is supposed to be right around 13.5. And if you look at the day, which is actually above that 13.5, so that's awesome, 13.73. So if you look at my daily rewards, it's showing that my estimated daily reward is going to be around 0.00295. I'm happy with that. That puts me at about $45, $44 in profit a day. And you can see right here that the 0.00295, and I did that times 13 or 16,320. Just because it's not really consistent with the price rate, because it's always going up and down just like a stock. So I use that as my price. It's $48.14 in value for what I get a day, minus my energy costs, which is right around $3.50. I'm guessing that's going to put me, I'm using rough estimates, puts me right around $44 a day. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to complain at all on that. So this next calculation I did right here, I currently have my payout threshold set at 0.025. So it says that according to Slush Pool, my estimated payout period is about 1 week. So in 1 week, in this 1 week, sorry, for some reason my camera froze, but so in this 1 week payout, I'm going to hit my 0.025 that I want. And then, so if we look at this, that 0.025, and I use 16,000 as a good rough estimate because, like I said, prices go up and down every day. And, that's $400 a week, roughly, that I'm going to be making. $1,600 a month. And my calculations were rough for my price on how much it's going to cost me for mining and on electricity use, anywhere between like $60 to $90. Just depending on, like peak times, all that kind of stuff, energy costs. Roughly, it's going to be about $90 a month. So if I'm looking at this, that's a little over $1,500 in money that I'm getting for sitting here looking at my Slush Pool dashboard as my Antminer is doing all the work. So, that's like some people's paycheck for working 2 weeks and they're sitting there doing 40 hours of work, a week, or I'm just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. They work 80 hours in that pay period. I did nothing for a whole month, and I just got the same that they did for 80 hours of work. So, to me, it's kind of worth it when you look at it that way. It's kind of like, just sitting here basically watching money grow on trees. So if you look at, down here, this chart's showing my hash rate over a certain time period. It goes for every, few hours. And it shows the blocks that my pool has been able to find in that time frame. So if you look at this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks in this time frame that we have found as a pool. And my rewards are showing up in this little table right here. And so I'm pretty happy with this. I'm getting, anywhere between 0.00017 to 0.0002, and I'm really happy with that. Can't complain with that, especially when it says that I'm going to hit my estimated payout in a week. I'm not going to complain with that. My estimated daily reward, I'd like to see that get up above 0.003, and I foresee that happening the longer I let this miner run. Then I definitely see my average getting up there. Right now, it's been running for about 2.5 days. 2 days full mining capacity and a partial day for a little bit of that. So if we look down at this rewards chart, you can see that reflect right here. And these are the first partial day and then my second day right here. So if I look at those rewards, that's about that estimated daily reward. So in this day and like a quarter that I was mining, gives me about 0.0025. And if we look at that in here on my calculations times, we're just going to do 1,600 to keep things simple. Oops, sorry. I don't know why that didn't work. So we will do that again. 1,600 times the 0.0025. And that is not right. 16,000. I'm sorry. Kind of rushing here. Times 0.0025. That gives me $40 a day, and I'm happy with $40 a day. You can't complain with that for basically just sitting around and not doing any of the work. So if you're looking at different miners, I definitely recommend the S9. It's the most efficient miner out there right now. You're looking at roughly between 1,300 and 1,400 watts of power usage from the wall. That equals out to about 1.3 to 1.4 kilowatt hours. And I'm not going to complain about that at all. That's perfectly fine. My previous mining setup with the two Avalon miners, I was using actually around 2,300 watts, which is 2.3 kilowatt hours, and I was getting 1 terahash more per second than what I'm getting right now. So really, that wasn't worth it in the long run when you look at that, because my energy cost was almost double what my energy cost is right now, and I'm getting the same hash rate. So my rewards are going to be the same, and my profit is going to be higher. So I really like that. But the Avalon miners are going to be a little bit cheaper if you're looking at getting those. You can get a smaller PSU. You don't need to get one of the big 1600 watt PSUs like you're going to need to get when you purchase this S9. So on eBay right now, I know you can get Avalon miners for right around like $1,500 a piece, which is pretty good. And then a decent sized PSU. I like to go on frieselectronics.com, and they have a lot of choices on there for PSUs, and it's actually the cheapest I've found. I mean, you can go on eBay, but you're going to be paying double, if not triple, the price just for a PSU. And it's because everything's in such high demand right now, because a lot of it's due to this Bitcoin craze. And so just something to think about is, do you want two efficient miners that are going to be costing you double in power consumption? Or do you want to just, pay that extra up front, get an S9? You might be looking at paying $5,000 right now just because of how things are on eBay. But if you look at this, you're gonna be making that back in a couple months. $1,500 in a month, and 4 months you already have $6,000, and you just paid for that Bitcoin miner along with the PSU. So in my eyes, it's worth it. 6 months it's gonna take you to break even, a little bit less than that actually. And if Bitcoin jumps back up to where it was previously, around the 20,000 mark, it's going to be even sooner. So definitely worth it. Real quick, Antminer S9 is really easy to set up. So basically what you do is you have 9 ports, and you have to plug your VGA cables into each one of those ports, and then you hook up an Ethernet cable to it. Everything starts running, by itself basically once you flip the power switch on from your PSU. And then what you have to do is look at Network Scanner. I downloaded one onto my phone. Real simple, really easy to use. Shows you all the IP addresses on your network. You find the one for the Antminer. It's usually a 192.168.0.2428.2 something. And so when you find that, what you do is you type that into your URL right here. And mine was 192.168.0.28. So I typed that in there, found it on my network. Right here you can see the system. So this is your main page. In order to get to this, it's going to ask you for a username and password, which comes stock from Bitmain as root, and root, R-O-O-T, as the username, R-O-O-T as the password. You can change that. You go to the administration, you can type in current password, new password, confirm it, change it. That way, nobody can get in and change your stuff if somebody hacks into your IP. Miner configuration, this is where you set up your pools. Mine's at slush pool. You can put your stuff in there. And then this is the miner status. So right now, if you look down here, these are each individual board, and it shows the temperature that each individual board is running at. Mine says 75, 68, 72, which is a little bit on the high end. But I'll tell you right now, I go out there and I'll feel my Antminer, and it's lukewarm air blowing out the end of it. I can touch the sides of it. It's nice and cool. It's not overheating. My Avalon miners often were overheating, and that's bad for the chips, and it just wears them down faster. So I'm actually going to do another video probably tomorrow, and I'll show you how to set up the Antminer with the Antminer itself. But I just want to show you this page real quick. This is my Antminer page, my slush pool page, showing you what I'm making. Happy with it. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask, comment below, follow my Bitcoin or my BitConnect page for a referral, and join Coinbase and get free Bitcoins, $10 worth. So follow that link as well. Thanks, guys.